to the April 2010 Night Sky podcast with me, Dwayne Alexander. We start this episode with the planets. On the 16th of April, Mercury, Venus and the 2-day-old Moon will be visible towards the western horizon after sunset. Mercury, being closer to the Sun, will be nearest to the western horizon. Above and to the left is Venus, in its guise as a bright evening star. Almost directly above this is the 2-day-old crescent moon. And almost directly above the Moon is the Pleiades star cluster. Moving towards the outer solar system, we come to Mars, which is in the constellation of Cancer, not far from Gemini the twins. During the middle of the month, it passes near to the Beehive cluster, also known as M44. The next planet out is Jupiter. It may be glimpsed very low in the eastern morning skies, not far from the Sun. This will make viewing of any detail very difficult. The next planet out is the ring planet Saturn, which is well placed in the constellation of Western Virgo. It's also in a similar position as last month. Have a look at Saturn and its amazing ring system during the month. On the 30th, at almost midnight, 3 of Saturn's moons will be visible to the northeast of Saturn's ring system. They include Titan, which is Saturn's largest and most easy to see moon. Saturn's next biggest moon, Rhea, shown at magnitude 10, and between Rhea and Saturn's ring tip is the more fainter of the 3 moons, Mimas. To view all 3 moons, you'll need a telescope or binoculars with a large aperture. The bigger the aperture, the more light is collected and the moons will show more clearly. You may wish to view Saturn on a handful of nights before this event, so when you look for the moons on the 30th, they'll be more obvious to you as they wouldn't have been there on the previous nights. We now move on to shooting stars. This month marks the start of the Lyrid meteor shower. They start during the middle of the month and they reach their peak on the 22nd of April. There could be as many as 18 metres an hour, but the presence of the moon high in the western sky will mean only the brighter ones will be visible. As sometimes possible with meteor showers, the odd fireball may also be seen. The best time to start viewing this event will be from around 10:45 PM. This is when the radiant, that's the area of the sky where the shooting star will appear from, will be well above the northeast horizon. To find the radiant, look for the star Vega, which makes up part of the constellation Lyra, which the shower is named after. The shooting stars will appear to come from a patch of sky to the right of this star, also not far from the constellation of Hercules. Whilst viewing this shower, you may notice the Great Dark Rift, an area of dust blocking the starlight of the Milky Way in the constellation of Cygnus. This creates a dark lane in the Milky Way. It's now time to check the phases for the moon this month. Last half is on the 6th of April at 10:37 AM. It rises at 3:12 AM and sets at 11:06 AM. New moon is on the 14th of April at 1:29 PM. It rises at 5:33 AM and it sets at 8:28 PM. First half is on the 21st of April at 7:20 PM. It rises at 11:08 AM and it sets at 2:35 AM. And finally, full moon is on the 28th of April at 1:18 PM. It rises at 8:59 PM and will set at 5 AM. Well, that's it for this podcast. Don't forget these podcasts are also available to watch on YouTube as podcasts. Details via the website, but you can also find star charts to use as a guide to the night sky. The website is www.djmysterious.5u.com/astronomy.html. Don't forget the .html because it won't work otherwise. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Until next time, clear skies.